Alright, jumping into the final round of the tournament for X Potion and Brawler. We are taking on the Bhed Psyches, Squad of Glories taking on the Luca Goers. So against a team like this, we definitely have to put Nimrook into the field, or into the goal box. Not in the field, not in the field. We definitely had some difficulties with this team previously. I mean, they got really fast forwards. Okay. I mean, 91 speed. That's pretty okay. I mean, pretty fast. Like, speed is their thing, right? Like, speed is their thing with good stats. So we got to pull out all the stops, right? We can't be hanging around hoping they don't crush us. All right, so Barrack starts with the ball. So immediately, what we're going to be doing is something we have been doing. So we're passing back to Judah, and essentially what we want to do is we just want to set up one of our players for a goal. One of the benefits, I don't know if benefits is the right word, but one of the weaknesses of the opposing team is that the forwards are fast, but they have really bad tackle. Like, they're not going to stop us, right? Like, that's the main thing. They're not going to stop us. So we're going to set up Blappa, and then, I mean, he's right here. He is staring Mayu in the face. I don't think there's a good way that Mayu survives this. And there it is, 1-0. Casual 1-0. So Mafuri with the ball, she's going to be pushing midfield, so see how this goes. She's really slow, but the stats are stacked. I mean, 50s on endurance, pass, and shoot. I mean, come on. That's insane. Pass to Dotto, although I think we might be able to stop this. Oh, looks like not today. Okay. See, I'm always skeptical because I was like, oh well, if it even reduces enough, then Dotto will fumble the ball. But no, Dotto was kind of prepped, and in us tackling for the ball, there actually isn't as cool as it looks. The reason being is that Dotto was also passing the ball against someone who had significantly higher block. So, like, Dotto made all the bad decisions there. All of that was dumb, and none of it was smart. So, it's not a big deal. Oh, but Blappa, he's going to sleep. Nadia's got a stellar tackle, steals the ball, and then is just, doing whatever she wants. Nettis with the ball, and Nettis is fast. I mean, we kind of touched on this, though, right? Like, they're all fast. Like, everyone here is quick. Like, there's no one that's really slow, so they're all going to be speedy McSpeed faces. This is weird, though, because how do I want to play this? Like, that's the core question, right? So I almost want to start baiting away, like, Nadia here towards Barrack, and then really hoping that Blappa just wakes up. Specifically because Nadia was swinging. She was swimming for a long time. So I think we might be in the situation where Blappa will just wake up. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Oh gosh, it's not happening. This is awkward. I can pass to Judah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like Blappa's like right on the edge of waking up. This is so bad. This is so bad. I'm just like trying to figure out how do I keep this going. I need to encounter Nadia again. Watch him wake up right as Nadia gets over. Alrighty. We'll take the tackle, pass to Blappa. You know how it is. So, I mean, that took significantly longer than I thought. So, a little bit goofy on my part. That does prove my point, though. Which, I mean, I don't know. I feel like sleep should be a lot less powerful And I think the thing you nerf is the amount of time someone's asleep. Two zero. So McFurry with the ball, going to push midfield, but I mean, we're going to have the encounter, but there's quite literally less than 1 second left. Arguably, there's 0 seconds left. So I think we do get experience though for like the nap tackles or like using the tackles. So I mean, I guess that's nice. And 2-0 going into the second half. And we're just going to jump right into it. So we're going to keep Nimrod in the goal. We're not going to get fancy. We're not going to get crazy. We're not going to start putting him in the field. I'm going to try to level up Judah and Wake Am, if anything, because I feel like we're in a good spot. Like, I feel like we need to get experience for the backline anyways. And I don't want to risk losing this game, although it's very unlikely because we have 2 goals. Like, once you get 2 goals, it's kind of like, okay, the game's... I don't want to say it's over, but it's over. Like there's not a ton that the opponents can do at that point. Obviously, we are going to have some pressure here. It's expected though, right? Because we're facing a very fast team. I mean, this is, I don't want to say they're like the Guadagoris, but like portions of them are, right? I guess more than I realized, because they got a slow midfielder, which the Guadagoris start with, and then a fast everyone else. So I guess they really do kind of mimic the Guadagoris. Interesting. Yeah, I should mention as well, though, I mentioned this a few days ago, if not longer, about how I really need to like buckle down and figure out how to change stats. I spent a good few hours on it, but I wasn't able to figure it out entirely. I was kind of working on multiple things. So there's something called a VBF. This is going to get really nerdy and into it, but there's something called a VBF, which is the file format that Final Fantasy X is in, and 10 too, but it doesn't matter for this conversation. But it's the file format it's in that stores all the data for the game. So I exported the VBF, and I got all the actual individual files that make Final Fantasy. But there was these like fire files. So PHYRE, I couldn't seem to open. Now I couldn't seem to find, because I think you were supposed to be able to open them via Python. But I couldn't seem to get that going. So I'm still working on that idea. But the core idea is I'm trying to edit Blitzball stats. There's also like hex editing and stuff like that. I think, you know, I just need to... I don't know, maybe I just need to start editing like characters, like editing hexes, and just see like what edits. That will be an extremely long process though. But if we ever, I mean, actually, if anyone knows how to like, knows more about modding Final Fantasy, or if they have any ideas on how you would modify Blitzball stats, definitely feel free to comment, because I'm all about that stuff. But I'm still looking into it. Because I've said it before, but like once we get the capability to modify all the stats in Blitzball, we have achieved. We are Jafar. We have achieved ultimate power. Yeah, we have achieved cosmic like levels of power. Because can you imagine how many changes we can make? Right, like that's insane. I don't know if we'd ever be able to adjust rates like rates of decay of HP and stuff. The most I can think is if you applied a permanent poison to a player. But essentially, like, the idea is like this channel could focus around rebalancing Blitzball to a very minute degree, and then applying patches, and then, you know, making those public and stuff, and essentially like, I mean, yeah, like patching Blitzball, right? Like that would be the idea. So I mean, that's a goal in my mind, but I don't think we're there or even necessarily close at this point. But one day we might be able to get there. I just got to figure out how to... At the core, I got to get smarter. That's like the core of it, right? Like I just got to get smarter. I got to think better, all that. Think gooder, all that stuff. But yeah, that would be something else. So, and there are some editing stuff we're gonna be doing for streams. That's still happening, but that's on the back of Fuzzy Millipede. Honestly, the save editor that they released, like it is helped us a lot. So yeah, well, Blapo level 58, more HP, pass, block, catch, and then Judo level 68, more HP, block. And we definitely win, 100%. So we 2-0 the Al Bhed Psyches. Glory's 3-2 the Luca Goers. Nice. So we get Brawler. I don't know if we can learn it. I'm hopeful, but I don't really know. Nimruk has learned Brawler. I knew someone could learn it. I was actually like 20% sure someone could learn it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Till next time.